Okay. Hopefully this all works. Y'all can see I'm on ads library, ads manager, switching between these. Okay. Perfect. Sorry, I don't do this often, so this is new to me. So the first things first is you want to learn how to get to your ad library in total. So just straight from your Facebook page, if you go over on the left-hand side and work your way down, you'll see the ads manager.
Okay.
You can click that, and it'll pull up this whole different thing with multiple ways to do it. You can get an account overview, which is more important, but what we're working on is the campaigns, which is the second tab. And you can create a brand new ad set. You can call it Marcus Pagan, final expense leads, whatever you want to call it. It's not a special ad category that doesn't have anything to do with related to credit, employment, or housing. The auction type is, I wouldn't change anything on this other than how much you're going to spend a day.
Okay.
The only difference is the best way to tell you how the ad spin works on Facebook marketing is if me and you are running the exact same ad and I'm paying $100 a day and you're paying $50 a day, who's going to have the front view? Me, right?
Yeah, you're paying the better ad.
I'm paying more. So Facebook is going to throttle yours and put more people in front of me, having me a better opportunity. So doesn't mean that you're going to spend that amount of money, but you do want to be able to outbid other people to get the front view. That's the best way I can explain that. Okay.
Now, does that matter across state lines or just in general?
Well, again, if I'm running something in South Carolina and you're running something in Ohio, it doesn't matter. But if I'm running something in Ohio over the same place that you're running it in Ohio, we're fighting for the traffic.
Gotcha.
Make sense?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let me see here. So then the campaign objective is not traffic. We are looking for lead generation. So you're going to see it switches over. Murray business pages. We'll use Murray Mission. That's one of my business pages. You've got to have a separate business page set up for your Facebook, not your normal Facebook. It is a business page, so you can call it whatever you want. I don't think the name matters too much. I would try to do it with something like senior benefits, something of that nature, and get you a good picture as well. You'll have to do through some acceptance terms.
So,
and stuff like that.
Is that
Go ahead.
Is that what you're trying to? Is that?
Say that one more time.
Is that kind of like your branding then? Like what you're?
Yeah, I mean, you could call it your branding. I've had a business page on my own for many years, so I just use that one. But you can make a dummy one and just call it whatever you want, and it'll be completely fine.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you don't need to have something special. But if you want to build your own brand and you want to build something for recruiting and running Facebook ads on that, I would make something, to like more like AMP Life Partners. And AMP Life Partners might be a good business ad account anyways, but I'll leave that up to you on what you want to call it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sarah Dacus, he has it's like seniorchoice.com or something as his space, as a business page, right?
Well, I'll tell you, we can look up in the ads library. So this is another cool thing you can do. If you head over to google.com, and there's probably a better thing for it, you can type in Facebook ad library, and you can go look at other people's ads.
Nice. So that way you can kind of get it.
Yeah. So like we'll just use Senior Life Insurance Company, and it'll show you all the ads that they're running and exactly what they say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So if you look at all that, it's just like they started running this on December 10th. You can see the ad details. This is exactly what their ad says. Born for 1968, don't pay for life insurance before hearing about this. And then it tells you what information they're capturing: full name, phone number, street address, city, state, birth, zip code, everything about that ad.
That is awesome.
Yeah, pretty sweet. You can go spy on other people's ads. So if you know the name of his senior choice, I don't know, you could type in all kinds of shit and find
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
Yeah, you can.
I actually saw that ad before from a client.
Yeah,
Senior Choice Financial. That's where he runs the ads from
Senior
Saradakis.
Choice
Financial.
right here. Let's see.
Yep.
Let's see. It looks like he hasn't spent a whole lot. He's only spent, well, this is between May of 2018 and December 5th, 2019. He's only spent $16,000, which doesn't seem like Ryan. But it might be him. So this one is pretty simple. I mean, I guess he is running a bit.
He has a couple. Yeah. Does that have state flags?
Yeah, well, he's got a North Carolina state flag. He's got something about Social Security card. Yeah, I mean, I would hold on to that. Make sure you remember that one, Senior Choice Financial. But he's running a shit ton of ads, and they're all pretty much the same. But you can spy on other people's ads and pretty much copy what they do. That's the main thing, man. Just don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just do what somebody else is doing, and it's like the easiest thing you'll ever do. So that's that. So when you're creating your own, we'll just set the daily budget for $50 a day. It's not going to really matter too much. Enter the ad set name, Marcus Burgon, FE leads, and ad name. Same thing. You can change it to whatever you want later on. All right, save to draft. All right. Now, this is where most people get confused because this pulls up a whole nother thing. You see these at the top here?
Yeah.
This is your campaign. This is your ad set. And this is your actual ad, what the client's going to see, right? So when you're you got to learn how to switch between these. Most people look like over here. They'll never look to switch over on this. Okay. It's an auction, lead generation, $50 a day. So we can go to the next one. All right. So, Marcus, where would you want these leads?
There would be Franklin County, so Columbus, Ohio, most likely.
Okay. So you can, all right, I'm going to scroll down. So on this, you scroll all the way down, not all the way down, but scroll a little bit further, and you'll see include everybody in this. You want to take away United States, and you want to include Franklin County, you said?
Yep.
Ohio?
Yep.
All right. So with that currently at $50 a day, it's telling me it's going to, well, here's the other thing. You got to go to a certain age. Let's go with, what do y'all like to run? Like 50 to
85.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
man. Don't most of them cut off at like 75? I mean,
well, Facebook won't allow you to go to 75 or 80. You have to do 65 plus.
Okay, gotcha.
So you might get some 90-year-olds in there for whatever reason, but typically you don't see it too much. But it does come with the territory. Okay. So keep all your genders. You can do detailed targeting. You can type in people like ARP. You'll see the size over here where it says 10 million people are interested in ARP.
Yeah.
You can do that. It's gonna lower the amount of people you can reach. See how the reach went from 1.1 to that. Now you're seeing less leads. Take that back off. You're gonna see more leads. So you can target a more specific client, but if you keep it pretty broad, you're gonna have a good time.
Gotcha. Now, do you on yours? Do you run it only 65 plus, or how do you get some of those people that are 45 and 50?
Well, if you want 45 and 50, you can just take it to 45 and 50, and it's going to pull more people.
Gotcha.
So it just kind of depends. I mean, you can try doing more of a mortgage protection one. I haven't seen too much success with it with people, but this is where you're going to see it the most. Automatic placements, you have to edit the placements unless you don't want to put it on Instagram, because in Final Expense, our seniors they might be using Instagram, but you're going to have better choices on just running it on Facebook solely.
Makes sense.
Okay. Let's see. Now let's make an actual ad. All right. You can do a carousel. I prefer to do just one picture. So let's see. All right, edit image, change image. Oh, actually, let's go into this real quick. So this is what I use. I use CanStock Photo. You can go google.com. You want to find a good picture that's like red that stands out, similar to the one you just saw on the screen. So 3D render Ohio images, and you'll see something very similar like this. That's Ohio, correct?
Yep.
So you could take, you could take, I don't know, you could take that and take off this watermark for like, I don't know, $3 to buy the best picture. But you could do that later, but we'll just take my picture that I would use for South Carolina and just finish the ad so you can rent it later. So this is the one I use for South Carolina. Let's see here. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's use this one. All right. And I didn't even take the watermark off on this one, so it's fine. So that's what the picture is going to look like when someone's scrolling past it. Now you can just start playing around with the text and going. So this is what's going to show up right above. So if you ever seen a Facebook ad, what's above the picture, that's where the primary text is going to go to. The headline is going to be this bold part here. Ohio seniors, or what was it? What did what's her name do say? Born before 1968.
Yeah.
You have to see this before you buy life insurance. Or let's see, let's just say insurance. See if that comes up. It'll cut it off after a certain while. You need you want to make it something that's going to be attention grabbing. So born before 1968. Look at this before buying insurance or something similar to that. But you don't want it to be cutting off like you saw it like this.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be cutting off unless it's more attention grabbing. Details, you don't have to put anything in there. Display link, you can put it to a separate, what's the word?
Landing page?
Landing page. I don't really care to. It takes too much time. And call to action. Some people go with get quote. Some people say it's better to say learn more. Some people say it's better to say this. It's entirely up to you on how you want to do it. I like the learn more button because I'll get a better amount of people clicking my link, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Get quotes. People start thinking about just pricing.
That's right. All right. So now we're going to go into create lead form. So again, once they click learn more, this is what's going to pop up for them. Okay. So there's a more volume and higher intent. This is entirely up to you if you want more volume, higher intent. Either one is fine. Higher intent just means at the end, you'll see that review screen that popped up. You see that?
Yeah.
All right. When that's higher intent, the review screen is going to be like, all right, just to make sure you're doing this, you got to slide this to submit your information. Again, it's a little bit higher intent. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Intro. I think this is more of an important step of the ad than the actual ad itself, because this is where you get to tell the story of, hey, here's a little bit about us. Let me tell you a little bit about us. Here's what we do. Here's how we can help you. I just need a little bit of information to get started. Because before someone fills out this information, they're going to read this because they're wondering, is this a scam? So this is your chance to convince the person this is a good idea to talk to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So headline text.
Now, can you see that in that story on other people's ads if you were to do that? The ad view?
Yeah. So if you go to add details, Let's see. Let's see if I go back here. Additional assets from this ad. Here's what's next. Complete the form below. Click submit. Find out if you qualify. So that's what they're going to come up with. This is what's going to pop up for them.
Got it. Oh, that is pretty slick. Literally, it's really just copy and pasting. And
Yeah.
make sure you set up your demographics correctly with the target. Pretty
much it. There's not too much about this. You can do bullets. Here's what's, or they did it in all caps, right? Here's what's next.
You almost spent $3,000 for this, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all want to pay me a couple $100, I don't give a shit. But
I'll definitely get some of these things turning out. More than happy to send you some bones, man.
Yeah,
this is helpful.
Yeah,
sure.
Find out what's next. Find out whatever the fuck you want to put in there. Is you put this. You could again just go copy this exact ad. Step 1, fill out the form. Step 2, click submit. Step 3, find out if you qualify. Right? Boom, boom, boom. Right? Easy. All right. Questions. This is where you can get pretty crafty. Okay. Fill out your information. I don't like email. I'm okay with email. I don't know. I don't really care for email. Full name, contact field, phone number, contact field. Basically, you can just do their. Most of this stuff is going to automatically put in for them because Facebook has to have this shit in order to have a Facebook, right? So city, street address, city, state, contact field. I don't think you need a postcode or a zip code. Most times, if you have a city, you should be okay. Date of birth, important.
very important.
Marital status, you could put that. Relationship status, work information. Then I do what's called a short answer, which is, again, all that other shit is automatically put in their Facebook, so it's going to fill it most in for them. So I don't find that to be high intent. When I ask a question and make them type something in, they have to take their thumbs off and type something on their phone before hitting next, right? So I can put short answer, name of beneficiary or name of who you want the benefits to go to.
That's a great idea. Usually it's somebody's hobby or something.
Right, it's a hobby, so it's a higher intent. So whenever when I call a lead, I go, "Hey, Miss Jones, it's Matthew. You were on Facebook the other day, and you filled out the form requesting some more information about these state-regulated final expense programs. You said that you wanted the benefits upon your passing to go to Marcus Pagan, correct?" Yep. Now they remember.
Makes sense.
Versus now the Facebook, the hobby thing does work, but again, they get so many phone calls. But if it's somebody they know and they got to type it in,
exactly. I mean, because there's so many of them that are doing the hobby thing.
Yeah, they go the hobby thing. I've even gone a step further, and this is the question I've asked, which is, do you have a checking or savings account? And then I put needed to qualify for benefits. and I shit you not, as weird as that sounds, they'll put yes or no. And if they say no, I don't fuck with those people. But if they say yes, when I get on the phone with them, I'll say, okay, so you said, upon your passing, you want Marcus to have the benefits that's going to be paid out to you, correct? Okay. Did you want it to be paid out to their savings check-in or your savings check? Because you said you have a savings check-in, correct? Okay, is it with a big bank or a federal credit union? What is it? It's a big bank. Great. Now I know if that person's got a checking account, and I'm not wasting my time with direct express cards.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, Facebook will change every fucking day. I'm sorry if I'm cursing a lot. Facebook will change every day, and sometimes this exact question will work, and then the next day it won't work. So you have to keep switching it up in a different format. Who do you love the most? Something like that. Who do you love the most?
Who do you want your beneficiary to be?
Who do you want your beneficiary to be?
Like that.
Who's your beneficiary? All kind. Even though you're saying who do you want your beneficiary, or who's your beneficiary, Facebook might flag one of those and say you're not going to be approved. So you got to just keep fucking pounding it out and finding out what works. But I like to ask the beneficiary question, and sometimes I like to ask the checking and savings account. And like what I'll do sometimes is, like on the actual ad, on the headline, I'll put, do you have a checking or savings account in 2019? You could qualify for savings.
Awesome too.
You know, something like that. It's a little bit. I don't like to be exactly like everybody else, and I'm giving y'all some gangster shit that's taken me years to find out by myself. So don't go telling everybody this or go selling these fucking things online for thousands of dollars unless you're going to cut me in on the deal. So
Matthew Murray leads. Hey, let's do it.
So let's just go ahead.
I promise you, I'll cut you in on the deal. I'm spending $350, $400 a week, and honestly, lately I've been getting one deal out of it, and I know I'm gonna get a closer. I mean, I know it's the first game, but I don't know. So
yeah, it happens.
He's an ex-Lincoln Heritage guy, so he was beating the Rusty Dusties. He had a good batch of Ryan's leads, and then honestly, just in the area, they just haven't performed well.
Gotcha.
Or they pull a really bad demographic. So it's just, like I said, he has a buddy that was the same course that, what's his name, was Nick Skordos was doing.
Yeah.
The guy was selling the course like $3,000 to learn how to do their Facebook ads. He's like, dude, there has to be an easier way than that. I'm like, let me go ask around. Cause I know that you ran your own ads at SNL, and then Jessica Ewing ran her own ads. So just really just trying to see just some of the basics. I mean, the rest of it, you got to be able to change things and kind of figure out what works and what doesn't. But just the basics of how to get to that point, just like the screen that you're actually showing and what really matters and what doesn't matter, that's what we really need to figure out and understand.
So then you're at this point. We're not going to put anything like special questions. Again, I'm just getting you guys to a point of this. So then you added the privacy policy. Your privacy policy is basically saying, like, look, we ain't going to steal your shit. We're not going to steal your information and sell it, right? That's the basic. Then the thank you screen. Now, this is important, too, because you can set it out and be like, again, same thing as this ads manager here says, thank you for your patience. Actually, let's just copy and paste this. Like, why even try at this point? Your representative, I guess, William. You know what we need to do? We need to go recruit William Lane, whoever that is, because he's buying leads. All right. Matthew Murray, who will follow up with you in the next 24 to 48 hours for request to help you qualify. If you'd like to expedite the process, speak to Matthew now. Please click the call button, and you call immediately, and you can go click, call business, and button required. You say call. Oh, shit. I hit the wrong buttons.
So you're actually able to add a button that will port them from their phone to start dialing your phone number.
Yes. So and I would do all caps. Call Matthew now. And then you just put in your phone number, 803-543-266. And as soon as I click that button, it pulls up the thing and it's like, hey, do you want to call this number? Yes or no? And your phone will start ringing from people that are like, hey, I was on Facebook and I saw this Facebook ad about benefits or whatever the fuck. And as soon as you have that, and it's happened before, someone will call you. They're like, oh, yes, ma'am, let me verify your information. All right. Now, here's the other part. You can do all this, and you can still fuck yourself on these ads if you don't do the next thing I'm going to teach you how to do. Okay? So we've got all the way to this point. the ad is set. Everything's done, right? Finish. Privacy policy, link URL required. I do www.facebook.com/Murray Mission Services. Finish. Make sure everything's green. Boom, boom, boom. It'll make it look the way you want it. I'm not going to teach you guys what to put on there. Obviously, you guys have been selling probably longer than I have. You're probably smarter than I have, right? Probably smarter than I am.
I don't know about that.
Now, what Facebook is telling us currently is that with our current budget at $50 a day, it's going to reach that many people in that many counties and get between 4 to 7 leads a day. So if you got 4 leads,
4 to 17 or 4 to 7?
4 to 17
a day.
A day. That's what Facebook. Now, if you're spending $50 a day and you're getting 4 leads, that means that you're spending what? $12 a lead? Yeah, $12.50 a lead. If you get 17, you're having a better day, right?
Absolutely.
So what you want to do, this is my personal way of doing it, is you want to, especially because it's a new ad and there's something called ad fatigue. So if Ryan runs the same damn ad over and over and over and over, people are fucking tired of seeing McDonald's ads everywhere. They're like, I'm tired of it. So if you keep seeing the same ad on your phone, you're like, I'm tired of seeing this. I'm over this ad. So when a new ad comes in, say your lead, you want to just go ahead and be like, all right, I'm willing to do $200 a day. All right, daily budget. And you'll see Facebook's like, all right, we'll give you 12 to 39 leads a day. That makes sense?
Makes sense.
But what you do is you run that at $100, $150, $200 a day for a few days until Facebook in the background will actually be learning and be like, all right, we're actually trying to find the right audience for this guy because he's willing to spend money. When you get it to a point where you're like, okay, I know I'm getting it at $7 to $8 a lead. And what I did when I was in the field, a shit ton, I'd go, and I was trying to build, I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time booking my own appointments. And I only really wanted to run 4 appointments a day. So I would make it to where I'd get 4 to 5 appointment or 4 to 5 leads a day for $35 a pop, or $35 a day to get the 5 or 6 leads that I needed for the day, knowing I could book the amount of appointments I needed because they were fresh leads and they were my leads. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Now, were you calling them, or you get leads from them, you start door knocking them?
No, I just straight call them. Right. And here's the cool part with this, and similar to Ryan's leads, you can have them set up. Y'all have Zapier?
No. What is that?
Get Zapier, 100%. All right. I'm going to teach it to you right now. It's on the screen. It's pretty easy to set up. Thank you for logging in. Thank you. I accept. All right. We're going to go ahead and just make a whole new Zap. I'm going to teach you this from all the way from A to Z. Let's see here. Unless they changed it.
This is how they do the whole Calendarly and Google Sheets and all that stuff.
Yep. Facebook lead ads. Type that in.
All
right.
So, when you were making that app right there and you were putting your phone number in, somebody was telling me, because I used to get people that call me about insurance on Ryan's lead, but Ryan said that they'd call my number, but my number was kind of sealed. It was like a number that they couldn't really see my number. Is that is
maybe I don't know. You might be able to do it like a Google number where it calls like a 1-800 number to make it look more official than the referee whistle, but I don't go that far into it. Maybe there's some more advanced shit, but for what I do, I don't get into all that advanced stuff. I just know it works for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with that. I really don't care.
It's not like you're seeing that the person that gets your number is going to call you 1,000 times trying to get their benefits. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I get it.
So, but going back, you type in Facebook lead ad. So it's saying as soon as a new Facebook lead ad comes in, when a new lead comes in, I want you to go to my lead. It'll say, you got to connect your Facebook page, your business page to Zapier. I've already done that. So it's saying, all right, which page do you want? I want to use Murray Mission. Which form do you want to use? Looks like I want to do the one from today. So again, you would name the form MP FE leads. So it says, okay, we got that. It's grabbing all the fields. Continue. All right, so we're going to test and review to make sure everything is correct. So it's going to pull up all those questions that we asked for us. Street address, name, full birthday, number, date of birth. So that it pulled everything from Facebook, which is beautiful, right?
Okay.
So now it's saying, all right, pull all that from that. The second thing I want you to do, app, is take that and put it into a Google Sheet. And I want to create a spreadsheet row. And we're going to go and just go ahead and make a new sheet here. Let's call it MP FE leads test. And then what do we say? Their name, number, address, city, state, DOB, right? That's the information we captured. I'm not 100% sure. Let's go ahead and make it a little bit bigger, make it look nice. And all right. Where are my... Oh, I clicked out of Zapier, didn't I? Motherfucker. One second, boys. Facebook lead ads, true new lead. That's probably already in there, but page, mission, form, your form. All right. Test and continue. All right. Next thing we're doing is Google Sheets. What do we say? Create a spreadsheet row. And it's saying, all right, take those fields. And you're going to connect your Google account with this. All right, spreadsheet. It's going to ask you which spreadsheet you have. There it is. Marcus Pagan, final expense leads test. Y'all see it?
Yep.
Perfect. Yep. Worksheet. We're on worksheet 1 because you'll see it right here, where this is the first worksheet, and you can make multiple sheets if you have multiple agents. And from there, it's saying, all right, the first thing that we see on there on the first column is a name. So you want to put full name, their number. It's very dummy proof. Put in the number.
Match up the fields.
Match up number, address, street address, city, boom, state, boom, and date of birth. All right. So now it's going to test it. Watch this. Test and review. As soon as I hit test, if you run over here, it went ahead and pulled all this information over. So this is our test. So it went ahead and automatically pulled it all over. All right. Let's see here. All right. Retest and continue. So every time a new lead comes in, it'll go automatically to your Google spreadsheet. Actually, I want to go back to setup. I'm not ready done. You want to hit a new thing and SMS by Zapier. Send SMS to your number. Let's see. All right, so there's my number. Make sure you put your number in some Matthew cell, and you can customize it. This is the number that it's going to text you from, and the message is going to say new final expense lead. Check your Google Sheets, track them, find them, sell them. For that, and test and continue. And as soon as I did that, it automatically texted me. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I don't know where's that. It'll text you every time a new lead comes in. And that's it.
Okay. So it texts you. That's sweet. So can you set up the Calendly where they can make their own appointment or set their own appointment?
Yeah. Same. So same thing. So let's go back to this. You still want all that to happen. But if you went back to this one ad,
Do you like the Calendly thing?
I'm not a big fan, mainly because our seniors don't really follow up with booked appointments, even though we book the day before. So I don't really think that you need to. If that does it make sense?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm asking is I see on Facebook and through IFG that all these people are having such great, luck with the Calendly leads, and it's like maybe 1 out of 5 people that set their leads. It's like, well, I thought this was a phone call, or I didn't expect nobody to be coming to my house.
Right. That's what I mean. So that's why I don't enjoy them, because it kind of goes backwards. You can do it. It's the same thing. Instead of call business, you can go view website, and you can type book your benefits appointment now, or book your benefits appointment now, right? And then the link is, let's see, calendly.com. I don't know if you guys pay for the pro subscription on Calendly, but you should.
Okay.
You
I'll have the basics.
you should definitely pay for it. For a couple reasons. One, because the shit's gangster. Two is it'll text and email your clients while you're on the way to your appointments and increase your sit down ratio from these booked appointments. So even if you're booking your own appointments from calling and booking your own appointments from other Facebook leads, direct mail leads, or telemarketing leads, you can go in here, and every time you make an appointment, you can go ahead and put their number in, text them, and let them know that you're on the way.
Nice.
Yeah, so new event. All right, let's go ahead and make one. What do we call this? Ohio Senior Benefits Overview with, I don't know how to spell your name, dude.
QUES.
MARQUES.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Something blah, blah, blah. And then it's going to go ahead and pull that for you. Important part on this is you want the event duration to be whatever you want to schedule it, but the date range is important because you don't want a rolling 60 days. You want a rolling 2 to 3 days tops. Meaning if they click this link, you had it on rolling 60, they could book an appointment 2 months out.
You don't want that.
Right? So if you do it where it's 2 days out, they only have the option of booking 2 days out.
Nice. That's
right?
where my problem too. They were a couple weeks old, and I'd show up, and they're like, "Yeah, I forgot about this. And I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what I was doing."
Right. So this will save you. The rolling 2 days will save you a shit ton of headache. But I would still, as soon as someone books their appointment, I would go ahead and call them and be like, "Hey, Miss Jones, I'm just calling to confirm I'll be there tomorrow at 9." If I was doing calendar leads, that's how I would do it.
Okay.
Right. And then you can set the schedule from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or whatever it is. And you definitely wanted to have it integrated with your Google Calendar. So if you already booked up on your Google Calendar, it won't book you for the other times. Does it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So that, and then once you have that, save. So now if we click this link, it'll pull up. Oh, okay, it looks like he only has 2 days available. I'm going to click this day. I want to sit down with Marcus on that day. I'm going to confirm that. And then you can also choose it to where they have to put in their name, their number, their email address, and their address. And then when they put in their name and their number, it automatically starts texting them on the way too. But you got to learn how to play around with Calendly. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that. You're pretty fucking smart. Anyways, once you do that, let's go backwards. Oh, here it is. Once you do that, you copy this link and you put it into your, where's it at? Website link where it says book your appointment now. When they click that, instead of calling you, it'll go to the Calendly page and they can book their appointment from there.
Sweet.
That's sweet.
Yep.
That's
Now, when you're running your ads, I mean, how much ad spend are you doing daily, Matt?
Again, I do mine. I'll do mine to where it depends if I'm running it for a team or if I'm running it for just myself.
Gotcha.
If I'm running it for just myself, I'll put in $35 to $50 a day, knowing how many leads I'm going to get out of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if you're doing a team, you do a larger number, higher volume
Yeah,
of people running.
yeah. You're gonna want to put more places out there to get more people interested in what you got going on. You're gonna have to spend more. But if it's just me running by myself, and I know that I can get myself a $7 to $8 lead, if I need 10 leads a day, I'll put in $80 a day, knowing I'm gonna get 10 leads a day. And I know from 10 leads that are fresh, and every time it texts me, I call those people immediately. I'm already on the phone with those people that just filled it out and possibly just booked their own appointment. And I'm just calling to confirm and going, "Hey, Miss Jones, I'm just calling you to confirm for this new appointment. I'm going to be there tomorrow at 9:30. That's what you said, correct? Okay, let me verify the rest of your information. You did say that you have a checking or savings account, and you did say that you want your benefits to go to Marcus Pagan, correct? Perfect. I'll be there tomorrow at 9:30. Knowing that if I did that script with that, I'd book 5 or 6 appointments a day, knowing that a couple are not going to be there, and I'll sit down with 4 people and close 2. So I'll spend $80 a day. I'll close 2 sales for a grand or $1,500, whatever it is, and I can still go recruit and do what I need to do and build my business while still making my money.
Dude, this is going to be a game changer right here for sure.
Now, if we have them for your agents, do you sell them to your agents, or someone cuts you in on apps? How do you do that for building?
I generally just sell them. And I do it at like an at cost. So if it's going to charge me $10 a lead or $8 a lead, I'm like, look, I'm pulling them in for $8 a lead. I'm going to need $10 a lead. That's the cheapest lead you're ever going to see for final expense Facebook ads.
Oh, for sure.
You know? And they're like, oh yeah, I'll do that. I don't personally, Marcus, I don't like putting myself on that many people's applications, because if you have agents all over the country and all of a sudden you did 12 apps in one day, one in California, one in Ohio, one in Arkansas, and 3 in Florida, and the carrier catches on, you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'd be very careful with that. If it's somebody in your home state, you're like, yeah, sure, cut me in for 30%. But again, it's got to be somebody that is going to close, because I'd rather just get my money back.
Get the cash flow.
Yeah, I'd rather have the cash flow. And you're going to make an override anyways, right? So what's the point of like, put yourself
run the risk.
Right.
Get the cash and just be done.
Yep.
Nice.
So I typically, honestly, guys, if you can get a good, not a high intent, you can go higher intent and sit there. Like, I've made an ad where I was like, Miss Jones, don't fill this ad out unless you want me to come out and talk to you about final expense. If you click the ad, I'm going to come talk to you. So don't fill it out unless you want it. And people in like super high intent, but it cost me $25 a lead. But I would still have people that would be like, oh, I didn't know you were going to come out to my house. Either I'd show them the damn video and they're like, oh yeah, I filled that out. This is a good medium intent. If you can get a good medium intent lead for $9 to $13 a piece, you're golden.
Yeah.
Right? You're golden. Don't go for the $2 leads like everybody should they're putting online. If I got $2 leads, I got $2 leads. Because $2 leads, I can make a $2 lead, but it's going to be super low intent.
Yeah, just them clicking on something, auto-populate their information, and it's not that good.
That's right.
Now, do you like pictures over videos or what?
I like pictures over videos. I've seen both work. I don't. Videos are always going to do better. If you're going to do videos, make sure you do captions. Like, think about it. Think about it. How have you ever been in a final expense house and you see the ads pop up for Humana or Senior Life or AARP, and it's like big bold text and all this other shit?
Yeah.
That's how you have to view it. That's how they want to be viewing their Facebook feed. So make it big, make it wide, easy to read and shit like that, and you'll have a better response rate on that. But I just more focus on things like the picture is red, it makes them stop, and then a good eye-catching headline that's going to make them click learn more. And if you can get really 20% of people that click on your ad to go through it, meaning if 100 people click on the ad, you'll get 20 that click through. That's pretty good. Does it make sense?
No, it does. It's perfect.
Yeah. So like right now, this one has 306 click links and 63 leads. So what is that percentage? I don't know.
So it's at 303 divided by 63?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
It says 1,000 reaches.
303 or 63.
Yeah, it's
that's 20%.
right. So that's right on the money. That means 20% of the people that click on my link is going to click through it. And I'm getting leads for $7.42 a piece.
Oh, no.
So, and then here's the other thing. It reached 6,200 people saw their eyes on it. An impression is justified as somebody that looks at it for more than 3 seconds. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So out of that, I know that if you take 306 divided by this many people, that's how many leads I'm going to get. So if your Facebook ad says you're going to reach this many people per day, you should be able to go, okay, if I've got this many reach, I know I'll get this many clicks, and from 20%, I'll get this many leads. And that's how you kind of justify how many leads you're going to get.
And your close ratio has been pretty decent on them. If you're getting those 20 leads or whatever, or Yeah, what, 63 leads? What, probably close 15, 20?
Again, it's always going to depend on the agent. There's no golden lead. I hate telling people, but shit, if you're able to set yourself 10 leads a day, get yourself 10 leads a day for $80 and you close one, you make money. If you close two, you make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to depend on the agent. You can never justify a lead like, I know I'm going to close this. I just know my own numbers that if I had 10 leads a day, I know that I could book 6, 4 or 5 would be there and I would close 2. So I'd close 20% out of 10 leads that I'd buy for basically $75 a day or $50 a day.
Yeah, that's. Whew.
But then there becomes this point where you try to overdo it, and if you're trying to overdo it, your lead, like if everybody's trying to do the same shit, your lead flow is going to go down because they're flooding the market. So don't let it run all the time. Again, that ad fatigue, turn it on and off, make a different picture, make something a little bit different about the ad, because seniors will catch on and be like, all right, we're tired of seeing the same damn ad, and your ad cost is going to go up.
Plus, like you said, Marcus, I would probably focus on like Fairfield and Lincoln County. I'm tired of Franklin County. It's so saturated here. I guarantee it's getting pounded by everybody in there, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I was over at this lady's house a couple days ago in Final Expense. She showed me 3 different Final Expense ads. One was like senior life insurance. One was, I think, ours. There was one with Ryan's. I mean, there's so many different ones out there.
Yep.
So,
So
plus,
hopefully,
these are probably not going to get a lot of people are going to click on them because it's, there's not as many agents in the way, you know?
right.
No, this is definitely very, very helpful, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
God, this has been golden for sure.
Well, guys, if you found value, this is what I always tell people. If you found value in what I've given you today, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, if you can make a post about it on Innovative and Friends and say, hey, I had a phone call with Matthew Murray. He showed me how to do shit I've never seen before. It was a wonderful call. He explained everything perfectly. It helps me build my brand and the IFG brand, which is what my goal is to do.
Absolutely.
No,
Post on it.
no, dude, for sure.
Because
Did I ever send you the playbook?
I don't know if you sent me the playbook. I don't think so.
All right, I'll make sure to email you a copy of it just so you have that too. I know we talked about that a couple weeks ago, but
yeah, and just so you know, Marcus, I've got my book for sale. If any of your guys want it, I'll give it to them for like $35. I just basically got to make it worth Vince's time because he spent a lot of time on it. I just put the IFG spin on it and marketed it for him, but it's going to be only exclusive to you guys. So if any of your guys want it, have them reach out to me. It's $35. I'll send it to them. It's a PDF version. I'm telling you, if they follow that book, they'll make stupid amounts of money.
no, definitely, dude.
Hell yeah.
You don't worry about that. Did you check out that printing option I told you about?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, dude.
I have it because I'm that fucking busy. What were you gonna say, Nick?
No, I was going to say, I don't know if it's your connection or my connection or Marcus' connection, but I'm like losing you for a second.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'll definitely, I'll have to, how do you accept cash for the book?
I just do it through PayPal.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do it through PayPal. Just message me on Facebook and send me your email address, and I'll invoice you on PayPal. Get it, and I'll just send you the book via PDF. And it's like $10 or $12, maybe, to go to Office Depot and get it like wound and all that shit. It looks really nice. I don't know if you can see me or whatever, but I got one right here. It looks awesome. I used it yesterday in the field. Can you see this?
Hold on, I'll pop you up here.
Here, let me pin you. There you go. I got you. Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's 7 pages, and it goes through. It's like, hey, Miss Jones, here's why you filled this out. why is it that you filled this out? It's one of these 4 reasons. Okay, cool. I'm going to explain how life insurance really works. Here's the cost to consider. Here's the cost of burials and cremations today. Here's what they're going to be 10 years from now. Obviously, it's a problem for most people, Miss Jones. Here's your options. You can do jack shit. You can go to a funeral home and pay a shit ton of money. Most people don't have that kind of money. I'd be surprised if you do. And if they say they do, then you go into single premium whole life. Okay, Miss Jones. Or you could go for a state-regulated final expense program. Wouldn't you agree that number 3 is the best option for you and your family? Perfect. Okay, great. Here's how to qualify. Give me this information. Go grab your medicine book. It's about a 15-minute presentation, and I'm telling you, if you do it every time, you can close 50% of the deals you sit down with.
Yeah.
It's worth its weight in gold.